Hi there. Hi, welcome to my channel, Just Keep Swimming 1111. I hope you're having a really good day. Today I'm going to be coming in and doing a reading here for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. We're going to just get a quick look at what your karma is and how that's being worked out, and then I'm going to jump into my $15 readings that had donated a couple days ago. All right, so let me fix this. Okay, buttons, buttons, buttons. Who's got the button? Okay, so I think I'll be using my tarot deck. Let's see what other one, because this is karma, we're going to go a little bit darker. Karma can be good, karma can be bad. We're going to go light and dark. How about that? Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Welcome in. Hi. Hi, Karen. Hi, Samuel. Hi, Kenzel, Mitchell. Hello. Hi, guys. Pulling in your energy already. Hi, Karen. Good to see you, love. So this is the DMDF. What's your karma, right? We want to see what's your karma, okay? I'm going to try to make it separate so it's not all relationship, but whatever comes in, comes in. I just want to see what your karma is and get some answers. All right, so for the Divine Feminine, what is your karma? Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so we've already got some pulls. We're going to start with the Divine Femme. Quite a bit of cards. Let's see how many there is. Ooh, I better make some space. Better make some space here. A lot of space. My goodness. Okay. All right, Divine Feminine, let's take a look at this karma for you. The first card you have is the King of Swords. It looks like you have some air sign karma with an air sign. There's a masculine that you're obviously connected to. And there is some karma here about seeing the truth, living your truth, speaking your truth. This is going to be blue throat chakra. So part of your karma is definitely involving your throat chakra. And it's about being real with yourself and being real with others. Okay? It's also about plans, plots, desires, actions to get what you want. This is kind of a ruthless energy. There's something here with a ruthlessness. There's cold-heartedness. There's sadness and there's anger involved with the King of Swords. He's been through a lot. This is going to be Klaus Michelson from the originals. Okay, or from Vampire Diaries beginning, but he has his spin-off, the originals. And I used him because he went through a lot of pain in his life. He was not the child of his parents that he was raised with. He found out that his mom had an affair, and he was actually somebody else's child, and so he felt alienated from his family. And he was beaten by his father, and his mother tried to kill him. He went through a lot of physical pain, morphing into this werewolf energy. He had a lot of relationship problems, family problems. He never found someone that he could connect with and be married to, So there was this singleness about him. Even though he had love affairs, there was always this singleness. And so I feel like the Divine Feminine connects to this person, Klaus Michelson, very much, because you're dealing with so much pain and singleness. Yes?
That coffee's making me throwing up.
Okay, sweetie, well then don't drink the hot chocolate. Don't drink it. You want juice better? Water? Go throw up in the bathroom if you need to. Hang on, guys.
No.
You don't have to? But you're scaring me because you're grabbing your mouth. Okay, well let's get a water. What do you want to drink? Well, thanks for coming to this movie. Eat your potato cake. Well, that's not going to happen. Okay, sorry guys. I didn't want him to vomit. He's not been so well lately. Anyways, you're connecting to Klaus Michelson because you're struggling with relationships. I feel like the karma that's been worked out is your family, because he ended up working out karma with his family. So he didn't always have a struggle with the family. There, at the end there, he definitely worked it out. But he still always had karma in relationships, okay? That was something he just couldn't shake. It was like, you know, he was destined to have problems in relationships. And he just, you know, he died single. He died with his brother, you know? So I feel like part of your karma, DF, at least the ones that I'm pulling in on, you have been single for a while now. Maybe the later part of your life is meant to be single. Maybe you started out in relationships early on in your life, and as you've gotten older, you know, possibly Saturn has just taken away the energy of having a marriage or a relationship. So it's certainly a struggle for you to have one. And this could be your karma, okay? Don't worry, we're going to kind of ask some questions on why this would be your karma. But my first go-to for you is always check your astrology chart. Please check your Vedic. If you're only checking your tropical, please look into your Vedic. I find Vedic simpler, or should I say more simple. And you can always look at your chart and get videos to, you know, see about yourself from your Vedic chart through Raj Kapel's channel, KRS channel, or Joni Petrie. Those are my favorites. So you can always look at it that way. There's also someone called Simon Kauskawaski. I don't know how to say his name. There's another guy named Simon who's extremely intelligent and gifted in Vedic astrology as well, so I recommend him also. So anyways, look into your chart, look into the stars, understand your karma, see why you're having some problems in marriages or, you know, love connections, okay? There is some karma attached. What supports that is the Two of Pentacles. So that means you've been kind of back and forth on the ropes. You're in and you're out. You're hanging on by a thread. It's a lot to carry. You can only keep this up for so long. I feel like you're ready to snap. You're ready to break. This karma's been very heavy for you. And it feels like you're an elephant walking a tightrope. You feel like any moment now I could fall. Any moment now I could lose it. You know, this is hanging on by a thread. It's just how much more of this tension can you take in relationships? How much more pain can you take? You're doing very good though. I don't want you to beat yourself up. You are doing it. You're walking a very thin line. You're walking the narrow path. You're walking a very difficult journey. And you're very successful in keeping afloat and keeping your head on straight and working on your healing, working on yourself, your shadow work, your meditation, eating healthy, taking care of your body. You're doing very, very good. And there's no reason you should be fearful because you've got this. And so I see you as a very powerful energy. And I do think the Divine Feminine that I'm picking up on right now is an air sign Divine Feminine. Hi, Lefty. So yeah, you know, this is going to be your Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Divine Feminine energy. That's who you represent. I think this would be a sun sign, you know, or a moon sign. So a sun or a moon for the Divine Feminine, this is who you are. It could also be a rising, you know. The sun sign is your soul, okay? And the moon sign is your mind and emotions, your feelings. And the rising ascendant is who you portray to be in this world. How people see you, your destiny. So I feel like you're coming into this air sign energy in one of those three for the Divine Feminine. I think you have a plan. I think you're smart. I think you're wise. I think no one can one-up you. If anyone has a plan of attack on this Divine Feminine, he or she already has 2 more plans prepared in their mind, like plan B and C. Like if plan A doesn't work out, you have a plan B and you have a plan C. And I feel like that's how you are in this world. It's like, example, if you're looking for a job, if that one doesn't work out, you have plan B and plan C. Okay? If a lot of you youngsters or young people are struggling trying to find a job, my advice for you is to let them know that you're the right person for the job. My advice for you is to gain confidence. It's a competitive world. It's a very competitive world. And if you go out there seeking jobs and careers that you want, and you portray an omega, you portray someone who has to be a follower, someone who is silent, quiet, weaker, lacks in confidence, lacks in people skills, lacks in communication. Even if you don't, you just keep it to yourself. If you portray that and give an employer the impression that you are weak, you will not be chosen for that career, that job. That's why people usually get called in for a interview, because your resume looks great, but in person, it's not so great. And so you might have a lot of letdowns, especially if you're younger. So I need you to work on your confidence. I need you to work on your solar plexus chakra, your sacral chakra. Your throat, like we talked about, is your voice. There's so many divine feminines that have a very small voice, that stay quiet, that don't express, that have a hard time expressing, that have a hard time living. Okay? If you are struggling and you've been going through interviews back and forth for the last 2 years, and you just haven't found a career and you're young, maybe you're in college, maybe you just got out of college, and you're hunting and you're hunting and you're hunting for this. Work on your confidence, your manifestation. When you go in for a job interview, don't say, I hope I get this job. God, I pray I get this job. I hope they hire me. That's bullshit. Cat shit, horse shit, bullshit. You don't go into an interview thinking that way. You go into an interview thinking, I already have the position. I'm the right person for this position, and let me tell you why. I can do this job. I've already envisioned myself doing this job. I want you to go into an interview envisioning you doing that career, wearing that suit or wearing that outfit and doing and performing that job that you're applying for. I want you to visualize you doing it. And when you go in for the interview, just let them know I'm the right person for this job. Okay? I've been into many interviews that I've never done that line of work before, but I knew I could do it. And I did just what I said to you. I envisioned myself doing that career. I went into the interview confident, straightforward, looking dead into their eyes. Good eye contact is a must with alpha mentality. Eye contact is very important. A firm handshake, not super strong, not weak, just firm, to where you're confident in yourself. Listening to them and trying not to talk so much. Don't over talk in an interview, because that's annoying. And someone who's doing an interview says, you know what, you're really annoying. I don't think I could handle working with somebody that can't listen to my authority. So you want to give them the energy of, you have the upper hand, you have the authority, I follow your lead, all while at the same time saying, I'm coming in very assertive and I'm a go-getter. So you don't want to over talk. That comes off as a form of nervousness and insecurity. So people that interview, do look for that. You want to obviously dress the part, have good breath. You want to dress the part. You want to look nice. Don't overdo it. Ladies, don't overdo your makeup. Don't overdo your earrings and your makeup. Small earrings, like a pearl or a little diamond, is perfect. No big nails. A lot of women have big nails. They go in there, they've got freaking 10-foot long nails. I'm just kidding. But, they might have, very long nails with diamonds and glitter and all this pretty shit. And no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work for job interviews. Clean nails, no loud nail polish. That doesn't work either. You can't go in there with red, black, purple, multicolor, none of that shit. You don't go into an interview with that shit. And you don't go into an interview with loud colors. Yellow, red, fuchsia, okay, green. You don't go in there like that, okay? You go in there monotone, okay? Neutrals, we're talking gray, black, tan, okay? Something to calm the energy, because you want the interview to be calm. You want someone to listen to you and not be distracted by your loud outfit, or the big hoop earrings, or the big hair, or the gallon of makeup you're wearing on your face. You can't do that. So keep it natural, keep it vibrant. Think of a sun-kissed face. Sun-kissed face is neutral lips, a glowing skin, young, vibrant, big eyes, you know. You want to make sure the whites around your eyes are nice and clear and white. You don't want to look bloodshot. You don't want to look tired. Hi, Denise, man. Love you. And you definitely want to say, look, I know I can do this job. And I really want this job, and I've been looking forward to it. And I know, you know, you want to repeat things like, I know that you're going to be happy with choosing me. I know that you're going to be pleased with my work. I know that this is going to be the right decision for you. So you want to tell them that you know that they're making a good decision, because in a way you're telling them what to do, and they're listening. And they're like, you know, because people are always impressionable. Even employers are impressionable. Okay, so they like to feel that vibration from you, that you're confident. So that's important when looking for a career. Sorry, I went off on a career tangent there. I just feel like somebody here has been struggling to get a job, or struggling to keep a job. And, you know, when you're in a job, you also have to look at your astrology chart, because some people are not meant to work under authority. If you have a sun in the 7th house or the 10th house, you're not meant to work for an authority. You're not meant to work under an employer. You're always going to have problems with your boss, because there's like, who's in charge here? You always tend to do your job better than your employer, usually. And that's for people that have a sun, you know, 7th, 10th, okay? It just is what it is. So you're always going to bump heads with your boss and just be like, God, you know, I don't know why I can't keep a job, Steph. You know, all these employers are great when they hire me, and then I work there and I'm working there 6 months or a year, and then before I know it, they're trying to let me go because I'm doing well. Why am I doing so well and excelling, and they want to let me go? Well, because they're afraid you're going to take their position. They're afraid that you're going to take their place, that you're going to step over the ladder and overcome them and overdo them and outshine them, okay? And that happens so very much. So you're going to want to work for yourself. So if you do have a sun in the 7th or the 10th, please go work for yourself. You don't need to continue working for other people. You need to get some balls, and you need to get some courage. You need to make a plan, and you need to start your own business. Whatever that business is, I don't care if it's dog washes, I don't care if it's house to house, personal trainer, work. I don't care if it's lawn work. I don't care if it's tarot. I don't care if it's clothing, candles, tax consultants. I don't care. You need to start your own business, because you're never going to be successful working for other people with that kind of an energy, especially if you have a sun in the 7th or 10th later in life in your D9 Navamsha, your D9, which is your 9th divisional chart, which focuses at who you are later in life. And even if it's in your Sastyamsha, if you have something like that in your Sastyamsha, which is your D10, which is your career divisional chart, if you have that there as well, you're going to struggle. So I guess the energy here for you, Divine Feminine, is be aware of who you are and what you can do. If you're going to be happy working in a corporate office, if you're going to be happy working at a restaurant, if you're going to be happy owning your own business, whatever this is, make a plan. Stop fiddling around. Stop putting your thumb in your butt and buying time and bullshitting. It's time to face the elephant in the room. You're either cut out to work for someone or you're not. And once you make that decision, you need to go ahead with yourself and figure out how you're going to continue your life. What kind of money are you going to have? I see financial planning here with this 2 of Pentacles, King of Swords. This is financial planning. You're planning for your retirement. You're planning for how you're going to leave this world financially. You're planning on who's going to get what you're going to leave behind. What do you want to do with your money? Do you want to leave and have a bunch of stuff to give away? Or do you want to have a little bit of stuff and a lot of memories that people are going to have with you? So this is about you making a plan on what kind of a legacy you want. It does have something to do with career. Are you in the right career field right now? That's a question. Two of Pentacles. Do you feel you're following your destiny right now with what you're doing to make money? What is your relationship with money? Because this is some of you guys have a toxic relationship with money. Okay? And the toxic relationship with money is, I don't make enough. I don't have enough. Money seems to escape me. I'm always struggling. I'm in poverty. You need to overcome that. And it starts with the law of attraction. It starts with visualization, manifestation, affirmations. Remember, your throat chakra is part of your karma, Divine Feminine. So if you have a poor relationship with money, it's time you start speaking against that and start speaking positively about money. How you're going to do that is don't bash rich people. People that tend to be broke tend to bash rich people. Oh, my aunt is so rich. She's such a stuck-up biatch. She's got so much money. Don't bash them. That's a bad relationship with money. Don't bash millionaires, billionaires. Don't bash Oprah. Don't bash Hollywood. Don't bash Trump. Don't bash people that have money, because you're repelling abundance. You're saying that it's bad and the people that have it are bad. And so you're repelling that from you. Okay? So that's important when you look at your relationship with money. Also, when you're out shopping, don't go window shopping, looking around going, oh, I don't have enough money for that. Oh, how much is this? That's too expensive. I don't want you to do that. Okay, when you see something you want, let's say it really is too expensive. Let's say it's like, $100. You can't afford that. I want you to take a picture of it with your phone and say, I'm going to come back for that. Thank you for showing me that piece. I'm going to come back for that. Don't say, oh, darn, I don't have enough. That's too much. Sorry. You're immediately saying, no, it can't come to you. I want you, if you don't have enough, just visualize it. Take a picture with your phone. Thank you so much for showing this to me. I will be coming back for this piece. And feel it. And imagine yourself coming back in the store with the money to get that. Whether it's an outfit, whether it's a gemstone, whether it's a necklace, whether it's a car, whatever this is for you. Don't say you can't. Say, I'll be back. Okay? If it's little things like you're on a budget and you're like rich dad, poor dad with a little envelope full of cash and you're monitoring how much money you have to spend, I don't necessarily agree with that, because you're saying you only have this much to work with and that you have to work with that amount. And that's great for like fixing your credit, but for a long-term plan to live life like that, saying this is my limit, then you're creating your own box, your own barrier. You're creating your limits. And you're not going to allow more to come in because you only have so much. Break the glass ceiling. Stop giving yourself barriers with money. You can have as much money as you want to manifest. You can be rich and famous tomorrow if it's in your chart. If it's not in your chart, you can be rich, maybe not famous. Anybody can be rich. Rich is a state of mind. It's when you look in the mirror, how do you feel wearing your outfit? Do you feel rich? Do you eat rich? Do you feel like you're free like rich people? See, those are all states of mind, and you can create that no matter where you're at. And then money just comes after. If you feel like rich people have more freedom, what could you do in your life to make more freedom? Maybe stop paying a mortgage, stop paying a high rent, maybe get a minimalist house, a mini house, maybe get an RV, travel the world, feel free, maybe do something digital like me online with a video, okay? Maybe sell things as you go along, maybe have a shop, maybe follow vendors, the Mind, Body, Spirit show, maybe go to different shows. There's lots of ways to be free. You don't have to be stuck in a job somewhere if that's not what you want to do. But it has to be that decision, says the King of Swords. Make a decision. Get off the fence. Get off the fence. What is it you want? Let's cultivate it. And it's that throat chakra energy. Speak your truth, live your truth, own your truth. Manifest, visualize, And always speak your affirmations. Always speak your affirmations. If you have a piss poor relationship with career, fix it. If you have a piss poor relationship with money, fix it. You know, and you have the tools, says the King of Swords. You're not helpless. You're not an invalid. You have what it takes. Okay? All right, let's get what else we want to get here. Page of Swords, the Devil. You have a struggle and an addiction with the phone. This is just part of your karma. You're creating new karma. This isn't ancient karma. We didn't have cell phones in ancient times. This is new. Okay, you have a karma that you're creating with your cell phone. If you have a very bad habit for 21 days, it becomes permanent. It becomes engraved into your system. If you do something bad, let's just say you wake up on the phone, you play games. Let's just example, right? Hypothetical. You wake up and you play games, or you check emails, or whatever. That's the first thing you do before you even go to the bathroom. You're checking your phone. Okay? Then you go to the bathroom with your phone. Okay? Then you listen to videos or whatever, music, whatever, on your phone while you're getting ready or whatever. Or you go downstairs, you know, and you're listening to more stuff on your phone. And then you sit on the couch and you get on your phone, right? And you're just sitting there scrolling through Facebook or listening to videos or, you know, playing games on the phone or whatever, you know. And then you only do the minimal. You barely clean your house. You don't really get ready. You hardly do anything. Some people have that addiction, that problem, okay? Other people might have an addiction of they have to have their phone while they're driving. They have to have something playing on their phone at work through headphones. They have to have, you know, there's some kind of addiction here with the phone. You guys see what I'm saying here? And so this is a new karma. It's not old, it's new. And you're bringing this into your existence, and it's becoming an addiction. It's becoming a problem. And I think that it's gone on for more than 21 days. And I think it's become kind of engraved into how you live your life. And this has got control over you. You're going to struggle stretching, meditating, grounding, keeping a clean home, loving yourself with self-care. Those things are going to be put on the back burner away from this addiction, okay? And it can become an obsession, which is the Devil card. It can become an obsession. And it's not that it's a terrible obsession. It's that it's very difficult for you to pull away from this. And it's becoming more controlling over you than you are of it. And so part of your karma here... Sorry, I thought I heard something. Okay. Part of your karma here is to get control over your digital and virtual technology. Okay? So this is part of your karma. You've got to get a handle and control. Okay? Because it's being out of control for you and it needs to be dealt with. Let's get the other cards for you. We have the World and the Third Party. Okay, so part of your karma that you came into this world with is a third party. Don't beat yourself up if you've been experiencing relationships that have infidelity and cheating, and you've been with someone that has cheated on you, or maybe you've cheated on them, whatever this is for you, Divine Feminine. You have been, unfortunately, brought into this world with the karma of having to deal with infidelity and cheating and third parties, okay? Which means you have Rahu or Mars or Saturn, the malefics, affecting you in your 7th house, okay? They are either looking at your 7th house and giving it bad energy, or they're in your 7th house. So you're going to want to check your chart to confirm what I'm saying. But more than likely, you have one of those planets, or maybe all three of those planets, affecting your 7th house. Okay? And this means that your relationships are going to be a struggle. If you have Rahu there in the 7th house, it means that your relationships are going to be many. You're going to have a lot of relationships. It also means that the relationships you're going to have are going to be very intense. And things are going to get blown up out of control. It's going to be like a crazy, beautiful love, but then it's going to be passionate. And then it can get crazy and jealous because there's going to be other parties involved. So a lot of jealousy. There could be a lot of cheating and infidelity with Rahu in the 7th house. There's just, it just is what it is. Okay? So a lot of partners, a lot of weird, unique partners. This is kind of, I think, with Rahu in the 7th house, this means that the loves of your life have been different cultures than you. Maybe you're Asian and they're white, or they're black, or they're, whatever, okay? Very different, very diverse, very yin-yang, very opposites, okay? It could be that you're Native American and they're Puerto Rican. It could be that, whatever you want to say. They're Irish and they're Italian, whatever the fuck. It just means that your relationships with Rahu in the 7th house, or affecting the 7th house, your relationships are going to be very weird and very different, okay? They're going to be different than your family and your religion. They're coming from a different place of the world, their ancestry, their history, who they are and what they believe, okay? So that's one thing, all right? Let's say you have Mars in the 7th house. You're going to come across very good-looking partners. Partners that sex in bed couldn't be any better, okay? The sexual chemistry is beautiful. It's wonderful. It's fulfilling. But there's also a lot of arguing and fighting. Arguing and fighting in relationships, period. And it's just like, damn it, why do we have to argue all the time? Why do we have to fight all the time? Why is there always some kind of drama? That's Mars in the 7th. It's passionate chemistry, but not getting along, just not getting along. And then if you're going to have Saturn there in the 7th, it means that your relationships can be long, but painful. Very karmic. You could have already come across some very karmic relationships that taught you some very serious lessons. You might be in a relationship with a narcissist. You might be in a relationship with a masochist. Is that a right word? Someone that wants to control you. You might be in a relationship with someone that tells you what to wear, what to do, how to act, where to be. Just a controlling partner. And so that's some karma that you're dealing with there with Saturn in the 7th. And, all in a nutshell, guys, what I'm seeing here for the Divine Feminine with the strong air sign personality, your karma here is you were unfortunately blessed here with third parties. A lot of you guys are probably going to have Rahu affecting the 7th house in some way, whether it's your D9 Navamsha or your birth chart, or, he's 7 away from the 7th, so he's in the 1st house. So a 1st to 7th house access of Rahu is going to be affecting you. For those of you that only follow tropical, please look at your Vedic so you kind of can follow with me and see what I'm talking about. But just for the record, Rahu is the north node of the moon. It looks like a little loop going upwards, okay? And that's the karma that you have to deal with in this life. So you guys have to deal with this karma in this incarnation. It's something that you had to come through and work yourself through with it, okay? Yeah, let's continue moving forward. We have the 6 of Wands, honor, and the Lover's card. Part of your karma is also good. You're the one that got away. You're the best they ever had. This is what this is. Recognition that you are the soulmate. You are the one. So this is a twin flame or divine soulmate relationship. Leo, Gemini vibes. And part of your karma is for you to be recognized as the best they ever had. You're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. Okay. Anyways, that's what I'm hearing. So you're the best I ever had. And so this is where you stand out shining from the rest, like the sun with Leo. You stand out from the rest because you're the best. And so part of your karma is good. That out of all the relationships and drama you've had, the people that you've been in relationship with have always learned you were the one. You were the right one. You were the good one. You were just the one, okay? And so you're blessed with that kind of a relationship. But still doesn't mean that you can't go through all this bad karma. It just means that at the end of this, you will be recognized as the right one and the one, okay? So anyways, that's that. Let's move on. Page of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Part of your karma is also to have more energy. The Page of Wands is taking a step towards your desires, taking action. This is starting out on a new journey. This is having bravery and confidence. And the Eight of Pentacles is cultivation. It's focus, dedication. It's a hard work mentality, hard work ethic. Part of your karma is to always work at communication. And this might be your karma because you do have that strong air sign energy, where part of your karma is you have to work on communication. You're not very good at it. You might think you're really good at it, but actually you're not very good at it. And the universe says you really have to work on saying what you mean from your heart, speaking what you mean, speaking your truth, living your truth. Quit hiding, quit lying, quit all of that. It's to be more honest. So I think for the Divine Feminine, honesty is part of your karma. And I'm not saying that you're a dishonest piece of crap lying person. I'm saying that you're not honest with yourself. You live in denial a lot. And you avoid the truth because sometimes with the truth comes responsibility. With the truth comes difficult reactions of other people. When you speak the truth, not everyone's going to react well. When you voice your opinion, people are going to disagree with you. And you have to face that and not be afraid. You kind of have to be fearless. Bottom of the deck here is the Four of Wands, Union. Bottom line, overall, underall energy, you were made and created for relationships. A lot of you guys may be sad that your relationships never resulted in a long-lasting marriage. You never did get that, fairy tale where you went to high school with someone, fell in love, married them, and stayed married the rest of your lives. You may not get that fairy tale. You probably certainly haven't gotten that fairy tale. But part of your karma is this. You were created to be a loving wife or a loving husband. And the reason that you're going to be the one, the reason you're going to be a very good spouse is because you've experienced a lot of the toxicity in relationships. So you've gotten the experience. You know what it means to be faithful because you've dealt with infidelity. You know what it means to be honest because you've had to deal with a lot of lies. You know what it means to put effort into a relationship because you've seen that when people don't put effort, it falls apart. So you've learned all of these things through your experience. Thus, it makes you the most perfect spouse. Well, not like everyone's perfect, but it can create a very good spouse, is what I'm trying to say. Spirit, is the Divine Feminine ever going to end up happily married? Is the Divine Feminine going to end up happily married? Is that in the cards for the Divine Feminine today? Oh my freaking Lord! Look! Marriage. Holy crap. Could I get a better card? Guys, could I get a better card? I don't think 10 of Cups would have even been as better and as good as this one. Spirit has an answer for you, love. Divine Feminine, you're going to be married in this lifetime. You're going to have a good marriage. You are. You're destined. Four of Wands is union. marriage under the altar, okay? And then you got the marriage card. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You got the marriage card. All right? So yes, you are actually meant to have a marriage. Bottom of the deck here is 10 of Pentacles, which is legacy. And didn't we talk since the beginning of this reading about legacy? Okay, the 10 of Pentacles is married. It's happily married. It's well off. It's joyful. It's a last name that you carry with somebody else. It's children you share with someone. It's a house you guys have in your name. It's history book stuff, okay? 10 of Pentacles means when you die, your children and grandchildren are going to tell stories about you guys. Okay, that's the legacy. It's this relationship is going to shine beautifully on your children and their children, okay? It means that you're going to have something together, union, that you get to leave for your offspring. You guys are going to build and create something that your children's children and their children are going to have. I think it's going to be real estate with this 10 of Pentacles. This is real estate energy, which is why he's a real estate mogul. Real estate energy with the 10 of Pentacles, marriage and real estate. I think you guys are going to have some real estate you're going to own, and you will be able to pass that on to the children. So this is in your cards, but marriage is also in your cards. It's going to be peaceful. It's going to be a good marriage. You know, the Trumpster has a very good marriage. He's had a lot of relationship like you guys have had. He had a couple wives, okay, all beautiful, didn't work out. There was cheating, there was lying involved. He had a life. He had a very full life. He had money. He had children. He was always a good father. He never did not raise one of his kids or did not provide or did not be involved in their life. He was always involved. And I think that's you guys, Divine Feminine, on a flip side. You've always been there for your children. If you have children, you've always been there for your kids. No matter what relationship you were in, no matter if it broke up and whatever happened, you always stayed in good relationship and loving to your children, okay? You always put them first on a pedestal. That was very big for you. You value family because 10 of Pentacles is family. So the Divine Feminine values his or her family. It's very important for you. Your dad, your mom, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your history, your lineage, those things are important for you. And so you have strong family values, which is why, you know, that's your root chakra, by the way. Okay? Because wherever Rahu is, there's Ketu looking at you. So it's about either your ancestry in the first house, where you came from, who you are, or the 7th house, your family, your relationships, the connections you've made in lifetimes. One or the other. And I'll tell you, you have good roots, very good roots. And what I see in the cards for you, Divine Feminine, is once you work out your karma of some of the bad habits and little quirks, little obsessions that you have, and you can heal and overcome with the World card, the third-party painful relationships that you've been through. Once you've overcome those painful situations in your heart and you've taken the gems out of the fire here with them, you can have success, happiness, victory, and honor, true twin flame, divine soulmate love relationships. You're going to step into a new world, which is very passionate and loving and happy, and you're going to have it long lasting. This is longevity. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, this is longevity. You're going to work and have a relationship for many, 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 many years to come, if not the rest of your life. So, it is in the cards for you, Divine Feminine. You expect a marriage. Expect a union. Honey, you're going to have a marriage. You're going to have somebody tell you, I love you forever. I commit to you forever. I'm going to work on this lifetime with you the rest of my life. I'm going to dedicate my heart to you. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to be perfect, but I promise that I'm always going to be there. And I promise that I'm always going to work this out with you. And I promise you're never going to be alone. I promise that even if I pass through this world and leave you, that I'm going to be on the other side guiding you and watching you and being in your dreams and staying connected to you. I promise you, feminine, that I love you with all my heart. And no matter what you look like and how old you get, okay, sorry, got emotional there. Felt very warm feelings. I think I'm picking up on your future spouse, and they're very loving. They have a past, they're not perfect. They've made a lot of mistakes, but your future spouse has a very warm, very loving heart. I do think they would be strong Virgo. Maybe even a Capricorn. But this person is very committed. This person that you're going to marry is very stable and strong and committed. I'm also picking up Scorpio vibes. Can I, so that's where I'm going to leave that. That's where I'm going to leave that. You have a very good relationship in your future. It's after you overcome the pain and the hardship of the rough relationships that you've been in. When you've healed and you've broke free from those karmas and you've broke free from your history and your lessons and you've taken the good from it, you're going to have a new door opening up for you. Okay? So that is the message for the Divine Feminine. Let's get into the Divine Masculine. What is your karma? Let's see how many cards come out for you. I'm already feeling air sign again for the masculine. I'm feeling it. Feeling it. But I'm also feeling Virgo. I'm feeling Virgo Libra. For the masculine, I'm already feeling this perfection, this organization, this neurotic kind of energy. Okay, the masculine has a neurotic kind of energy. Just feeling you. You just do. You like things just so a specific way. You like clean lines. You like a minimalist lifestyle. You don't like a lot of clutter. You don't hang on to much, okay? You don't want to. You want life to be as little stressful, as less stressful as it can be. Less stuff, less problems. That's the way you see it. The masculine loves outdoors. This masculine loves the outdoors really, really, very much. And loves animals. Okay, I'm feeling that for this masculine. But let's see what your karma is. What is your karma? What is your karma? Okay, so we're starting off small, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. 6, harmony, balance, which is very Virgo Libra. Like I said, think of the scales, balancing the scales. Okay, look what popped up upright. See, the feminine's cards didn't pop up upright, but yours have, some of them. We have broken karmic cycles, which is really good. So you are breaking your karmic cycles. You are in the midst of doing that kind of work. You have a karma with someone that carries these 3 signs, or 3 men or women. Let's name them. Gemini, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You definitely have karma with a fire sign. And I think you should study Vedic or Eastern astrology. See that? Buddha. So there's an ancient astrology. This is going to be ancient. You also have a very old past life connection with your relationships. All of them, I feel you've known them before. Feels like all of your relationships were past life connections. You also have a very big affection for rainbows. Maybe you have dream catchers, crystals in your home. But there's a big affinity here for rainbows. It might mean something for you. Let's continue here with your karma, though. Oh, we got marriage card. And the 2 of Wands. Okay, so for the masculine that I'm picking up on, honey, you were meant to be married more than once. And your 7th house is also affected. because you've got to have Rahu or Mars or Saturn affecting you as well. You definitely have a Mongolic personality. Mars would be in the 12th, 2nd, 1st, 4th, 7th, or 8th house. Okay? So you definitely have a Mongol. Some people call it Mongol. My gurus have called it Mongolic, so however you want to say it. But that's kind of what you're dealing with. So you definitely have a Mars and a Rahu combination really affecting the 7th house energy. And I feel like you've had some very tough broken marriages. I mean, these ones have broken you apart. You've been married and they have just destroyed you. But each time you've been married and you had a divorce, or you've been in a connection that was very committed and you had a separation, what happened was you had children. Children have very strong karma. Very strong karma. And so you've had to have children with these past life lovers, and then you have a relationship and somehow the marriage snaps in half. And so you've been dealing with some very, very difficult pain involving your children and their mothers or fathers, okay, masculine? This has been such a difficulty for you. Bottom of the deck, look at that unconditional love with the mother and the baby. I also feel like part of your karma as a masculine, you've had a very difficult relationship with your mother. There's been something struggling with your mom and you, whether she died early or there's a very big separation. Maybe you lived with your dad or your mom maybe you lived with your dad away from your mom, or you moved to a different country at a very young age away from your mother. I don't feel your mom has a very big presence in your life. I feel she doesn't have a very big input in your life. I feel like you've been yearning for a mother. There's a lack of a mother in your life. Maybe she's been on drugs or alcohol or distant or absent. Maybe she's been emotionally absent and busy in a career. Maybe she died young. But masculine, you've been struggling and you've been looking for her in all your relationships, crying out for the mother, wanting that connection, missing her, needing her. Your divine feminine would definitely hold the role of a mother. And you tend to marry people that can somehow fulfill, this is on a subconscious level, but fulfill the role of your mother. Okay? So you've been wanting someone to fulfill that role. There could be an adoption energy here too, or a step parent. I feel that. So there could be like a distance, like you're just disconnected from your lineage. I also feel if it's not a mother situation for the masculine, you are disconnected from your heritage, from your lineage, from your DNA. Meaning maybe you were adopted. Okay, meaning maybe, I don't know what that would mean, but I do know that you're not connected with your heritage and your roots. So for the masculine, your root chakra would be very damaged. Very damaged. Your root chakra is shaken. The connection you have to your past has been rocked. Okay, like an earthquake. All right. We have some strong Saggy here also for the masculine, which is that root chakra. It's the red, deep red vibration, and it's that Mula Nakshatra. It's the cutting and the disconnection, which Ketu rules that Nakshatra, which is the south node. So there is some past life karma with your ancestors, and there's definitely some difficulties here for the masculine with the ancestors, and you have just been rocked in this situation. Okay, I feel like you feel like the world underneath you has just shaken and just broke open into canyons, and you're afraid to fall into the depths. You're afraid to sink into the depths of sadness, the depths of depression, the depths of addiction, the depths of just anguish and anxiety and stress. The masculine has really fallen through, and you just feel like you've lost your footing and you've lost your foundation. When you don't have a healthy root chakra, you don't have a foundation. All the other chakras do not align with you. The solar, the sacral, the heart, the throat, the third eye, the crown, they don't align right. They're all shaken. They're not aligned. Everything else is falling to shit because that root chakra is not in place. So as you're trying to go through life, balancing, remember the 6, balancing your other 6 chakras, the one that is very damaged is the root. The 7th, which is Saturn, which is the root, which is the red, which is the dark root chakra, the dark, deep, dark depths of the energy. So you have a problem here with Saturn, and Saturn does rule the sign of Sagittarius in the way of nakshatras. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, but the nakshatras, like Ketu, is definitely Saturn ruled. So Ganesha with the Sagittarius, there's that connection. The Sagittarius represents the hips, which if you look at a woman's hips or even a male's hips, especially a male's hips, just the x-ray of it, you'll see the 2 hips that look like the ears of an elephant, and then the cervix, or the male area going down, which is the trunk of the elephant. So it's that force that goes down. And so the Sagittarius with the hips and the cervix area, the lower pelvic area, have the shape and resemble an elephant head, which is Ganesha. So there is this very big connection with that for the masculine. There's this very big Sagittarian Mula Nakshatra connection. So I'm also feeling there could be Magha connection also, which is the ancestors, which is Leo. So the Magha Nakshatra represents the throne and the crown, and it represents lineage of the fathers. It represents ancestors and royalty, things like that. So I think that for the masculine, there's a connection there for you there, and you're very disconnected from your male ancestors, but maybe just your paternal side, maybe even your maternal, maybe both. Okay, they're both coming in. But can I just say the masculine is very disconnected from his roots or her roots. Okay, the roots are definitely all jacked up here, and this is why you feel like the earth has been torn up underneath your feet. You try to go through life marrying this person and marrying that person, or moving in or getting in relationship with this person, right? Thinking that's going to make your life whole. Thinking it's going to give you stability, but it doesn't, because the foundation is faulty. The foundation is your history. If you don't get in touch with that in some way, other things don't work out. So yes, your karma is your ancestors. You need to get connected to your roots. And that is a masculine message. So Divine Feminine have the throat chakra prominent. You, my dear masculine, have the root. Okay? And that needs to be dealt with. This is going to be that emperor vibe. It's going to be that being a responsible father, having a responsible father, having a good lineage that supports financially. The root chakra does have a lot to do with finances. If you're a masculine and you feel like your money has not been right, your money has just not been right, you are struggling with a root chakra issue, which is security and stability. Before anything else in your life tends to work out, you have to make sure you have some very big necessities met. I forgot the name of it, but it's like it's the 4 important qualities in life. The balance, right? The stability. You got to have a roof over your head. You have to have food to eat. You have to feel safe from harm. And there's one more, and I'm trying to think of it. Security, a roof, money, food. Sorry. And some guy came up with this. I forgot. It was in psychology class. I can't remember his name. I've been struggling with names lately. But some guy had this, and it was something theory. It was you have to have these 4 important basic needs met before life can even begin to make sense. Okay? And maybe someone can think of the name. I can't. Okay? But anyways, those are the most 4 big necessities. So masculine, either all or some of those necessities are not being met. Okay? I'm telling you all or some. Either your finances aren't right, your home isn't right, okay, you don't feel safe, or you don't have enough food to eat, or there's a struggle with food, okay? If those things are not met, nothing else is going to go right. So if you're experiencing tower moments, it's because your foundation is not right. And so Maslow, thank you so much. Velvet Blue, the Maslow laws. Yes, thank you so much. The Maslow pyramid of personal hierarchy. There you go. Thank you so much. I was like, what the freaking heck is that name? Thank you so much. Yes, it is the Maslow pyramid. So yeah, you have to have those elements, otherwise nothing else works. And if there's a masculine out there that is not making enough money, they're having a serious struggle in relationships. If there's a masculine that's not making enough money, they're having a serious time putting food on the table. This is just, I can't provide. I can't protect. I can't, those are some very big downfalls for masculine energy. If you feel like you cannot meet those needs, you're going to feel lost. And sometimes not being able to protect or provide can be that you do have a home, but it's in a bad neighborhood. Maybe you're renting an apartment in the ghetto somewhere, and there's gunshots every night, or there's murders, or there's kidnappings, or there's needles and poverty outside. You know what I mean? That's a disappointment. A masculine is not going to feel like they're doing a good job by being in that environment and maybe raising a child or having a spouse in that environment. It could be they have enough money for food, but it's not good food. They can't afford organic. They can't even afford going to the grocery store and getting vegetables. What they can only afford is like ramen noodles and Little Caesars pizza. You know what I mean? They're not eating healthy. This could be someone that maybe goes to bed hungry sometimes because they pay all their bills. So their rent is paid, their car note is paid, their insurance is paid, their children have clothes and shoes, the dogs have dog food, the utilities are paid. But this week it's a little short, and you can only afford little amounts of food. And maybe today you didn't have it. Maybe today you just had a cigarette to smoke because you didn't have food in the fridge. Maybe a check didn't come in when it was supposed to come in. Maybe your check got garnished due to a divorce of alimony or child support. Something like that. And, this is what a masculine could struggle with. It could also be to the effect where a masculine energy is provided for by a feminine. Maybe a woman or a man pays all their bills and they're not making any money. And so even if you're a woman, somebody in a masculine energy likes to be the provider. So if they're not bringing in income, it makes them feel absolutely useless and terrible. And they are not content with life. They feel like a failure. So if a woman is paying someone's bills because they're short or they don't have enough, it's that tower moment. It's I'm not enough. And so there's self-worth issues here. Okay? But let's move on here with your karma. You definitely have something to do here with a mother and their influence with you on your life. Show me the marriage. Show me the broken karmic cycles. What's been broken? Okay. Show me the Two of Wands. What's the righteous path? What's the righteous path? For the Divine Masculine, please show me, Spirit Guides, what is the righteous path? And show me the Lover's energy. Show me the Lovers. Please show me the Queen of Wands. Okay. Please show me Temperance. All right, so bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. Ironically enough, this is Sagittarius energy again. So masculine, Sag is very prominent for you. Not going to lie, this masculine has some prominent Sag. Okay, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Prominent Sag. I just feel like that's your karma. I also feel there's a female, or let's just say a feminine, in your life that would be strong Gemini, Libra, Leo, Aries, maybe even strong Cancer vibes. But notice how you have the Gemini, which is the Lovers, and Temperance. This Lover card has a deep soul connection from a past life. These are soulmates, twin flames right here, because Gemini and Saggy are 1-7. Okay, Saggy is 7 from Gemini, and Gemini is 7 from Sag. A little circle of life here. The yin and the yang, polar opposites, but meant to be. So there's this connection here for you guys. And I think it's a definite. It's a definite knowing that there's a connection, either in the 3rd and 9th house or between those signs. There's a very strong desire to heal and mend a broken relationship. The Temperance card is also in tarot known as the Fix-It Angel. It usually represents Archangel Raphael, the angel that is of the heart chakra. And it talks about mending ways, mending energies, bringing together. It's alchemical, which is like pharmaceuticals. It represents the doctor, okay? So there's like a physician. The angel usually looks like a physician, fixing and healing something, and it's not easy. It takes time, and it takes serious prayer, meditation, and healing and energy work. So I do think that there's a relationship that's being healed and mended. But I do think that this was somebody you were married to in a past life. So masculine, you were married to this person before. You've met them again. Now, as you've met this person, you were brought on this path. 2 of Wands, twin flames. You were brought on this path with this person by the divine, by the universe. And you met this person as you were going through a divorce or just got out of a separation. So you would have met this person just as you were having a separation from a karmic partner, okay? So the timing was divine. So masculine, you might have, like I said, if it wasn't a marriage, you might have just broken up with someone and moved out, or you were in the midst of moving out, or you just got through a divorce, or were in the midst of a divorce when you met this person. But you met them during tumultuous waters. You met your soulmate at a time when you needed guidance. You met your soulmate at a time when you weren't feeling at your best and they were feeling stronger. They were your fire. The person you met was a fire sign. I also think you're a fire sign. But I think masculine, the person you met has strong fire elements, okay? And that could be male or female, but masculine, this person that you met who probably had some very strong Cancer vibrations as well, with the unconditional love card. I think the person you met, the feminine, was a very strong fire. And I just feel they had, whether it was, Leo, Aries, or Sag, they had it, or maybe they had all of them, okay? Some people have them all. Like it's in there, in their Venus, in their moon, in their, whatever, that they had them. I do think there is, strong Sag and Gemini as well. Okay? That's just what I feel. So anyways, you met this person. Check your Vedic, check your tropical, check what I'm saying. but this was destiny. It was meant to happen. With the marriage, I see a lot of your marriages involved conflict. 5 of Swords. Painful, backstabbing, betrayal, lies, deceit, deception, falsehood. Your marriages were wrought with lies. This is the snake that got into your marriages. A snake. Either you married someone and they weren't who they said they were. Okay? You married someone that hurt you and betrayed you, lied to you. Okay? You married a conniving, sneaky, dark person. Okay? They were just not warm. They were all swordsy. The person you married was just, they knew how to give it to you. They knew how to dish it to you. They knew where to give it to you, right where it hurt, right in the heart. The people that you married or were in a relationship with, they knew how to get that sword and just right in the heart, right deep in the center, in the heart of your love and your emotions. And I think the heart of you is family. So I think the person that you married knew how to drive a dagger into your family and like turn them against you. Or they knew how to hurt you by hurting your children, by taking your children from you, or turning your children against you, okay? This person that you married really knew how to twist and turn you around. It was a very dark relationship, okay? Broken family, broken home. And there was fighting and there was problems with siblings as well. So for the masculine, siblings would have been prominent in your life, and there would have been disagreements and differences between you and your siblings as well. I don't think you have a very good relationship with your siblings, okay? I don't see that it's a good relationship. This is your karma. Wow, we do have strong Libra here. We do. Broken karmic cycles and the Justice card, which is Libra. This is absolutely, like I said, marriages. This masculine has had divorces. It is what it is. This masculine has had divorces, and this is part of your karma. Okay? If you wanted to check, what is my karma? Well, don't worry. A lot of it's the 7th house. You have a lot of history to be dealt with these past life lovers that you're going to be in connection with, and most likely you have a contract broken, a marriage broken, and contracts broken with spouses. These are legal contracts. Maybe you shared a home, a house, property, land, cars, children. Children can be seen as a contract. Legalities, okay, even that legal marriage paper. Okay, these are things that you masculine were karmically destined to go through. Is to go through separations and maybe even the legal system. The law is really strong here. So you might have had some battles with the law because of a spouse. So I think you have had some problems. And I think someone needs to use the bathroom. He's crying. Give me a moment. All right. What, do you need to use the bathroom? Okay. The puppies wanted to play together outside. Okay. Crying to play with each other. Maybe that was a sign, an omen. The puppies don't always get to be together, but they do cry together to play. And he was tied up in the kitchen, and my brother's puppy was outside, and they were crying for each other, crying out. So I let him out to go play with her, so they're happy. I feel like with the soulmates here, you guys are crying out to play with each other, but someone's tied. Someone's on a chain. Someone's been tied back with karmic relationships. And you have to get untied and unchained from someone before you can go be with your soulmate. Go be with your bestie, your best friend. You know what I mean? So I guess, a lot like the divine feminine. There's third-party connections, obviously, with the Lover's card and the Five of Swords with the marriage. There's been some third-party situations. Now, to be more in detail with the masculine, if you have been married legally, the reason for your divorce always involved a third party. Okay? Maybe you've had 2 divorces, maybe 3, maybe 1, whatever. Your divorce, maybe multiples, were because of infidelity. Okay? That was part of your karma. You had to go through that. So whether you cheated on them or they cheated on you is kind of redundant. It's regardless, who gives a shit. There was a third party. And so that is what your karma is with marriage, and that's what you had to go through, was the disintegration of a contract and the separation of a marriage because of conflict with other people, okay? Also, your karma was just flat out to have divorces. So don't beat yourself up if you have. If you've had divorces, don't say, damn, I failed. No, say, damn, I won. I've cleansed, I've cleared, and I've broken some karmic cycles. I'm clearing some energy here. So I'm fulfilling my destiny. I'm fulfilling my karma. I'm going through it. I'm learning my lessons. I'm not a loser. Okay, I'm a winner. I'm not a failure. I'm successful. You're doing what you were put here to do. So let's look at the Two of Wands, the righteous path. The righteous path is to let go of your mental holding on to that situation. No, no, you can't go out there without me. No. Oh, okay. Don't go by the cars. Because I said so. Stay on the porch. If they're there. Okay. Sorry. So the righteous path is 10 of Swords. And that's letting go of the past. You feel defeated. You feel like a loser. You feel like you failed. It was painful. The betrayal stabbed in your back. You feel betrayed. Part of your karma is to feel betrayed in these marriages. You feel like your best friend didn't keep their word. Your wife, your husband promised to love you through better or worse, richer or poorer, and they failed you. That's how you feel. You feel like they did not keep their vows. They did not promise and keep it, okay? They broke it. They've broken every promise, and it feels like betrayal. Mostly because you have problems with your mother. She is not there. There's some disparity with a mom. And so your relationships are reflecting those wounds about absent, about not keeping a promise. Sometimes those promises are not said, they're just felt. You know, when you're born and you have a parent, or your mom, there's an unsaid promise, and it's, I'll always be here for you. I'll love you forever and always. There's nothing you could ever do that would ever pull my love from you. I love you unconditionally. It is the promise that whatever you need, I'll make sure I provide. It is the energy of security. It's the energy of just that feeling safe and loved and warm, protected, provided for, supported. So when that mothering energy has been taken, damaged, or just they've abandoned you in some way, maybe through a death, maybe through jail, maybe through whatever. Masculine, it means that the first person you ever loved broke your heart. The first person that you ever felt nurtured and cared for and safe with, Maslow's laws, got taken from you or chose to leave you in some way. And that was the very first heartbreak. So the very first heartbreak came from a parent, and my left ear's ringing pretty loudly when I say that. And you've been not dealing with that very well. You've not been healing from that. This is a very old wound, very, very old wound, and you're not dealing with that well. You haven't let it go, Ten of Swords. It's been very painful and burdensome on you. It's been affecting you always. And then you make promises to spouses, or they make promises to you, and when it fails, it feels like you're reopening that wound again, and it just feels of complete sorrow, sadness, lack, abandonment, and suffering, and pain, and just, ugh. And so it feels very ugly for you, and it feels very spiteful and mean and cruel, and just more than anything, heartbreaking for you. So your karma is to deal with heartbreak, my love. Your karma is to deal with disappointments. Oh, now I feel the tears coming on. Your karma is to be disappointed with spirit and forgive. Masculine, I think you have a hard time forgiving. I think you have a hard time overlooking negativities. I think you focus on negativities. This is the karma that's been very hard with you to shed. And I just feel like the righteous path is to forgive and to move on. Not forgive and forget, but forgive and to move on. And that's something you've not been able to do, is to move on. And you've been carrying these burdens in every single situation in life. I think you have a hard time letting go and moving on from the past. Clearly, you're not over your parental situation or your mothering situation. That's not over. You may think it's over, but it's not over. You may think you're over the first heartbreak of the first bad marriage, but you're not. You still carry that wound with you. You carry it with you, like you carry something in your wallet, or you carry a picture in your phone, or you carry a memory in your car. You carry that with you. There's a wound you can't shake. And then the second relationship as well, and the third and fourth, however this goes for you, you continue to carry those heartbreaks. And you carry reminders with you everywhere you go. It's like you make it a point to remind yourself of your failures today and yesterday. So it's consistent. And you're just like, God dang it, I gotta remind myself again of my shitty life, of my terrible past, of my heartbreaking memories. I guess I gotta keep reminding myself of that. And your karma is to release it. Stop carrying it with you. So that's going to be the painful new beginning with the Ten of Swords. Okay, the painful new beginning with the Ten of Swords is let it go. Let it hurt. You got to feel it to heal it. But we have to move forward. We have to move on from this. Get over the pain of the past. Let's go ahead and clarify the Lover's card. Seven of Wands, resistance. So the masculine is resisting a twin flame or soulmate. Okay, you are flat out resistance. You are flat out resisting your twin, your soulmate, your life partner that was meant to help you heal. Part of your karma with this lover was that they were supposed to help you heal. Okay, this Lover's Gemini person was supposed to help you get through the pain of the past. Their kiss was supposed to feel like magic. The touch of their hands was supposed to be healing and rejuvenating and warming and relaxing and peaceful. When they hold you, they were supposed to, kind of like a sponge, absorb your negativity and transmute it alchemically. So this soulmate was meant to help you heal. But you've been resisting the healing, therefore resisting the soulmate. You're refusing to see them for who they are. You're refusing to acknowledge her or him for who they are in your life and their purpose. You're refusing to see that it was divinely brought to you. You're refusing to see your past period as a problem. So this is just a complete denial and refusal of any of this, and refusal to heal because of anger and resentment. So I do think you're struggling, unfortunately, masculine, with anger and resentment. And I think you project it onto your soulmate. And I think your anger is really with your family, your mom especially, and God or the universe. Your anger is with them. And you're upset at the pain you felt, the betrayal. 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords. These are both stabbing in the back, betrayals, abandonments, and pain. And you're just very upset about what kind of a life you feel you've been dealt. You think it's very unfair. So you are just not accepting any help. You don't want any help. This is the masculine that says, I don't need any help. I can do this all by myself. I don't need anyone to comfort me. I'm fine by myself. You're not fine by yourself, and you're not willing to admit that. You're afraid to ask for help. You refuse to ask for help. You refuse to listen to God or the universe with all the signs and synchronicities that they're sending you on your path, one of which is 1010, 222, 55, 77. Yeah, you refuse. You see the numbers. I feel you may even see 1111. But you refuse to go down that path. Nope, not going to look, not going to see it. Nope, nope, nope. Tarot calls your name. Nope, nope, not going to see it. Don't want to hear it. Psychics call your name. Nope, don't want to hear it. Don't want to see it. Don't believe in it. That's bullshit. Even religions that try to help you heal. Nope, don't. Fuck that. That's stupid. I'll go for the show. I'll go for the kids. I'll go for the wife. But I won't go for me. You know, you have this refusal to anyone touching your pain. I think it's been so long that you've had a mother touch your heart. You forgot what it feels like. It's been so long since you felt the love of a mother that it scares you. It's actually terrifying and scary with your soulmate to think that he or she could be that energy for you, and you're refusing it. Let's get the Queen of Wands. Woo! Yes, baby. She's your love. He or she, it's this feminine past life lover, judgment card. 100. So you've made a judgment on this Queen of Wands. You've decided to reject her with the Lover's card. Reject the lovers, reject the Queen. Okay? This woman or this man in your life, masculine, this, you know, however this works for you. She's charismatic, outgoing, outspoken, independent, strong, very, very strong, successful, beautiful, very good looking, charming. She produces a lot, like she's a creator. So she creates things, she manifests things. This person would be a witch or a warlock, you know, something like that, somebody that knows magic. This would be somebody that's very in touch with spirit on the other side. This could be a psychic, an intuitive, but certainly someone that dabbles in magic. This is someone that definitely feels powerful. And to be honest, masculine, you're scared of this soulmate because you think they're trying to dominate you or control you. And since you're the masculine, nope, not having it. So you want to be in charge. You want to be the one that says how shit runs, how shit goes. But because you need healing, you don't have that strength. You don't bring that strength. So since you're not bringing a lot to the table, this soulmate brings it for you, and you feel less than and inferior, like you did with that 10 of Swords, okay? Defeated, insecure, embarrassed, and less than, and it just makes you feel terrible. So you don't like the aura and the power that this soulmate brings because you feel like you're not enough. So you've been having to work on your self-love. Because can I give you something happy to think about, masculine? You would not attract a soulmate as ferocious and beautiful and charismatic and powerful as the Queen of Wands if you did not resonate in that energy yourself. If you did not resonate with that vibration, you would not have incarnated or attracted a soulmate twin flame in this life that would be equal to you. So the problem here, sir or ma'am, is you need to really work on your self-worth, because you are very, 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 very powerful and valuable and special and powerful and just unique and strong, and you don't give yourself enough credit, and you are in denial of so many things, one of which your love for this feminine, two of which your strength in self. When you look in the mirror, you don't see a lion, you see a kitten. When you look in the mirror, you see a wounded warrior. When you look in the mirror, you see a worthless being. That's wrong. You're wrong. You know, you were dealt with a very heavy-handed karma. It's definitely heavy. It's very heartbreaking. It's sad. It's very sad. I think there's a saying, and I'm not sure if Buddha said it or not. There is the saying that it takes someone strong to say sorry first, and everyone knows that saying. But did you know what Buddha said also was, it takes an even stronger person to forgive. And that's where it hurts. You're quick to say sorry, but you fail to forgive. Masculine, you are holding a grudge. You're holding a grudge to the universe and to the people you love. And it's very, very painful. The grudge needs to be released. Okay? It takes someone strong to say sorry, but you're going to be even stronger to forgive. Okay? The next bit of karma that you have is the Queen of Swords. Isn't that interesting? So the feminine came in as the King of Swords. You're coming in last. They were here first. You're here last as the Queen of Swords. They came in as a masculine energy. You came in as a feminine. Isn't that weird how that flips? Hi. So it flips. It's this yin-yang. Soulmates. 1-7. Correct? 1-7. So you have this vibration where you guys are the perfect couple but separated. So, Divine Masculine, who I'm reading for today, your karma is you're separated from your soulmate. You are rejecting healing and forgiveness. You need to let the love in. Let the healing begin. Tear down your walls. Let the towers fall. Break down. Cry. Yell. Scream. Get mad. But then forgive the universe for taking this mother from you, or this abandonment issue that you're struggling with. Forgive. Forgive your parents, forgive the universe, forgive your ancestors, forgive. It's going to take you to be strong to forgive. Stop blocking, Ten of Swords, the love of your life, which is this twin flame or divine soulmate. I see you blocking them on the phone, blocking them on social media, blocking them physically, blocking them emotionally, and blocking them telepathically. You are just blocking this feminine. You don't want this feminine to enter your space because you feel so broken. And you think that takes strength, but it doesn't. It's weak. It's weak to hide like that. It's strong to face the pain and cry and heal and overcome. You need to let your heart burst wide open. Your heart is beating and it is flowing of love, and it just wants to be cracked open and just cry and sob. And I think there's a very big cry waiting for the masculine, a very big cry. Let it out. Let the water flow. Let the healing waters flow. Let the healing begin. You need to burst and let it open with this 10 of Swords. And I do see this as your karma. And once you let the emotions flow, the blockage will be gone and there will be movement. There'll be deep restorative healing. You have to break to be healed. And so you're breaking. And you've been so strong, pretending like you're not broken. You've been so strong, taking hit after hit after hit. to the face, it feels like, to your pride, your ego, to your heart, just taking all this pain in and not releasing. So there's a lot of holding back and holding in. And so this Queen of Swords is cut it out. Stop doing what you're doing. Enough is enough. Bring the tower, bring the sword, bring on the pain, bring on the tears, bring it on. It's time to release. It's time to release. It's time to cut it wide open. You're going to have to let go of the past. You're going to have to move forward in healing. You're going to have to plan on what it's going to take to get to this moment. What is it going to take? Okay. Let's see what's coming ahead for you with your karma. What's coming ahead with your karma? Divine Masculine, what's coming ahead in your relationship with your twin or your soulmate? What's coming ahead? What's coming ahead? Oh, we got a lot. Okay, I'm going to have to take him. Shit. Okay, I'm just gonna take him. The first things of what's coming ahead is Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Where did you find it? Okay, I'm almost done. Hang on for me. My grandma came here. I'm going to have to cut the reading short and come back on in like 10 minutes. She's going to come and go, so I don't want to miss talking to her. I did that to my grandpa on my readings last year, and I regret it because he would come in and I wouldn't stop, and he died shortly after, and I just regret not quitting my video and spending a little time with him. So if you don't mind, after this reading, I am going to visit with her for a minute, and then I'll be back. She came as a surprise visit, so can't say no to my grandma. Anyways, so the Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles is you need to push through and let go of what you've been hanging on to. Let go of your grudge, okay? You certainly have to let go of your grudge. You might have a grudge with a Cancer, okay, or a mother. A mother or a Cancer is really coming in strong. Divine love energy is the mother, the great mother. So you have to let go of this grudge you have with a nurturing, mothering energy, okay? The next card that you have coming up with your relationship with your twin is going to be the Five of Cups. You have to let the healing begin. You have to cry. You have to feel the sorrow and the sadness and the regret and the remorse. And you might even have to ask for an apology with this Five of Cups, okay? You're going to have to reach out and say, I'm sorry I've been staying away and blocking you. I'm sorry I've been holding back. This is holding back. I've got to have a breakthrough. The next card is Page of Pentacles. You've got to reach out to your Divine Feminine, okay? You've got to reach out and say, I love you. See them in person. Maybe reach out to a child or children, plural. You have to reach out and give your time, give your love, give your affection, give your words, give your presence. You need to make a move. You need to reach out. The next card is Two of Swords. You have a hard time with decision right now. You're not making a decision. You're in indecision, Libra, Mars energy here. Having a real hard time trying to make this choice to reach out and communicate, but you need to do it. You need to follow your heart, not your head. Okay, this is a heart over head matter, okay? You need to follow your heart. Make the decision with your heart. Stop thinking, and overthinking. Virgo, Libra vibes, quit. Just feel, act. Make the decision with your heart. Seven of Pentacles is patience. Have patience with yourself and patience with your twin. This is slowly cultivating. The seed was planted and it's growing, and you may not get results tomorrow, but you will get results. You may not feel 100% tomorrow, but you will eventually. This is going to take some time. Seven of Pentacles, Temperance. Have the patience that what God put together, let no man take apart. That what's meant to be will be. That however long it takes you to heal, my love, let it be. You need to heal your heart, and we have the patience to allow that. So the masculine really needs patience with getting through this sorrow and sadness and pain of the heart. It's very heavy. The last card here, and to save the best for last, is the Six of Cups. And that's fate. Archangel Raphael again, coming in to heal and mend the soulmates. The number 6 is how we started, and the number 6 is how we end. You will find harmony and balance and restoration with this person from the past. You will make peace with your past because God knows your past is painful. So this is finding balance and peace and healing in the heart chakra in your past. Heal your root first and then work on your heart chakra. Okay, root and then the heart. Everything else will fall together. You need to focus on those energies. Bottom of the deck is Four of Cups, hopeless. You've not been feeling love. And you've not been feeling love because you've been rejecting. This is rejection. Look, there's the union, twin flame. Four of Wands. You've been rejecting her or him. You've been rejecting the reunion, and you can't reject it anymore. You've got to stop overlooking such a gift, pushing aside such a love, rejecting such a divine presence. You know, the universe is trying to give you this message in a bottle, which is a message in a chalice of love. The universe is trying to give you this and say, here, take it, and you're rejecting it. You don't want to pick it up because you're so sad about your past. You don't want to pick anything else up. You're afraid to be happy because all you've experienced is pain. You're afraid to love again because you think it's going to end the same way everything else has ended, separation. You're just hopeless. Hopeless. Don't be hopeless. Let's get a message from the universe before I go. We'll get a Spirit Speaks Oracle. What is a message from the universe? Okay, I'm hearing a message also from the universe. This is where the healing begins by somebody named Brandon. This is where the healing begins. Okay, I can't sing. But just go on YouTube, Google This Is Where the Healing Begins. It's a Christian song, so I'm sorry if you're not Christian, but just listen to the song. It talks about letting the walls fall so you can heal, okay? So this falling apart is where the healing begins, and that's a message for the masculine. But let's go ahead and get a Spirit Speaks Oracle for the soulmates. Okay, let's get a message for you guys. Okay. Bottom of the deck, pure of heart, a diamond in the rough. You guys are pure in heart. I think that this is a message that you guys have a genuine good heart. And the same thing that you guys, well, I'm sorry, the thing that you guys have in common is you both have a pure heart. You masculine and you're feminine, you both have a heart of gold. You both have good hearts, unselfish, loving, giving, caring, nurturing, honest to goodness, good hearts, okay? And that's just a confirmation for you guys that you both have beautiful hearts, all right? The cards that came out for you is obstacles. And it says, I know I got this. Or I know you got this. You might be facing some obstacles right now, guys. There may be something in your way. There may be hardships, struggles. Have faith. Have faith. Seven of Pentacles, Temperance. Keep on believing. Keep on believing, guys. Keep believing. Keep praying. Keep going through this. Remember, this love is a journey, not a destination. Just keep swimming, keep walking, keep climbing, keep moving, okay? Go through those obstacles. I know you've got this. Spirit knows you guys have got what it takes to overcome these things. Don't lose faith. Yeah, we got obstacles and blocked. Move on, find another way. So here you have a gate in the way, blocked. You may feel like there's no way through. Steph, I know you're saying we can get through this. I know that the universe is saying we can get through this, but there's no possible way. I can't get through this with my twin or my soulmate. We have a blockage. Maybe it's jail. Maybe it's a marriage. Maybe it's words you should have never said. Maybe it's years of separation. Maybe whatever this is, there's some huge monumental obstacle and blockage. And it says you have to move on from this way of thinking, find another way. The one way you think this is going to work is not the only way. This door, this gate is not the only way. Turn around. Find a different way through. This is not the only direction. So if you think the only way our relationship could have ever worked is if we fixed it 4 years ago, you're wrong. Find another way. If you think this is the only way our relationship could have ever worked is if I never had this child with someone. But now I fucked it all up. You're wrong. Move on. Find another way. Okay? If you think the only way it would have worked is if I would have been successful and financially, you know, where I need to be at this point in my life, then we could have been happy, but we can't now. Find another way. Whatever this is saying, what it's saying to me is whatever your obstacle is, whatever your blockage is, that's not the only way for you guys to come together. There's multiple ways. There are doors opening, magical, beautiful doors opening. Okay? So just find a different way. Stop focusing on what doesn't work and turn around and find something that does. Because you're focusing 10 of Swords on shit that doesn't work. Stop focusing on that. Look at the good things. Look at the positive. Start by unblocking their number. Start by reaching out and giving them a text or a call or a message or a visit. Start somewhere. Don't be stubborn. Let's get the Hidden Truth Oracle out of this. What is the hidden truth for these lovers? What is the hidden truth? The hidden truth between you guys is somebody regrets lying to someone. There was lies and deception and betrayal. They regret lying to them about how happy they were. They regret lying to them about how they felt when that wasn't true. I wish I had treated you better. Okay, somebody wishes that there would have been better treatment in the relationship and it would have been better. This whole situation wouldn't be what it is. I know that I crossed the line with you. Okay, so there's somebody very fearful, very scared. Very, very scared because they pushed it way too far and they're afraid of how to come back. So we have, I'm afraid to contact you. I'm afraid to contact you because I pushed it too far. Last, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So no matter what went on in the past, someone constantly stays awake thinking about the other person. Hello, Sumo. Mariah, can you get Sumi? Hi, Sumo. Let's go stay with me, buddy. You're such a good boy. Hi. Oh, you're such a good boy. No, not my cards. Not my cards, Sumi. Not my cards.
Sumi!
Matthew, go put Sumo outside. He's eating stuff on the floor. Bottom of the deck, gotta go. I hid who I really am from you. So there's a blockage and there's a hiding, okay? We've got to quit lying to each other. We love each other. No more lies. Break open your heart. This is where the healing begins. Let's get 2 last outcome cards and I'll leave you alone and then I'll be back very soon to do the 15s. My grandma's here. I've got to go. Okay, just 2 quick little ones. You guys got strength and home. You have an enormous amount of strength and courage. Remain focused, stand tall, and shine. And again, focus on your house, guys. Clean it, organize it, decorate it, whatever. Home, it's time to renovate or change something in your home or environment, or you need to move. Get the hell out of somewhere. Move. Go somewhere. Change your home environment. If you're living with somebody that you hate, get them out. Get them out of there. It's your house, not theirs. You don't have to live with someone you don't want to live with. Find a home you're happy with. Go home to your divine feminine. If you're a masculine watching, you have the strength to do it. There's a home, and a home is where your heart is. Okay? The last oracle card is, let's get one. Last oracle card, Spirit, please, for them. You're not going to believe it. Bottom of the deck, 6 of emotion. 6 of cups, again, just like we got down there, fate. Look at that. You've gotten him 2 times, guys. 6 of cups. It's fate. There's going to be a reconciliation. Memories can fill your heart with many emotions, guys. It's important to remember your past accurately without seeing it as better or worse than it really was. People you used to know may return to your life unexpectedly. Children could be an important focus or issue in your life right now that you need to fix and focus on. Or you may need to reconnect with your own inner child. Okay, so that's right there. 6 of emotion, bottom of the deck, under all, overall energy. The other cards you got is manifest your dreams. Number 1, magician. You're ready to go. There's no need for additional preparation. Take the first steps towards the changes you desire, even if they're small. Notice signs that guide you in the right direction, as well as resources and support that miraculously appear. And the last one is go within. Hermit. but it's also number 2, High Priestess, okay? You are a very intuitive person, and there are many wonderful insights that are waiting inside of you. Take time to be quiet. Reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. There's no need to take action so fast. Be patient with yourself. So just be patient with yourself. You guys do need a lot of patience, okay? Good things come to those who wait. And if it's not hard to achieve, it's not worth it. You guys have a great mountain and obstacle to climb, but it's worth it in the end, okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I will be back very shortly. Keep in tuned. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you know, ding, when my next live is on so you can catch me. The list is closed. I'm not taking any more donations unless you just want to say I love you. I have donations as small as 99 cents on my channel, and you're welcome to give me a shout out and say thank you, I love you, and I appreciate you. If it makes you feel good, it makes me feel good. And you can go to jks1111.com and do that today if you feel so moved. And just thank you all for everything you do. I'll see you soon. I love you. Remember, this love is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming, guys. I love you. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.